What up, people? This is Vigilante, and I have a legend, historic legend, on with me on the Tell It Like a T.I. Is show, Mr. Alvin Sykes. What's going on, brother?
Brother Vigilante, good to see you as always.
No doubt, no doubt. I want to talk to you about it. A lot of people don't realize, to me, you're unsung. The thing you did for the Emmett Till Justice Campaign and getting the Till bill signed, you know, back in, I think, 2007?
Yep.
Let's kind of talk about how you got involved with the Emmett Till case and then what led up to the bill that you're now trying to get it remixed, so to speak, to get it extended, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So let people know about that, Alvin.
Yes, after perhaps 30 years of being a community activist, I came across the opportunity to work on reopening the Emmett Till case in 2002. After reading it in a local paper here in Kansas City about it, that the mother was trying to get the case reopened, and filmmakers Keith Beauchamp and Stanley Nelson had done separate films to tell the Emmett Till story, and that they felt that they had people who were involved that were still alive in the acts of killing. When I seen that, I reached out to Miss Mobley and Wheeler Parker, and ultimately what happened was went and visited her with Donald Berger, and we worked with the Justice Department and the state of Mississippi to get the case reopened. During the time that was going on, the investigation was going on, Senator Schumer from New York and Senator Talent from Missouri first tried to introduce a bill that was symbolic, and it was trying to get the investigation speeded up. Mm-hmm. We were concerned that a speeded up effort by Congress for a live criminal investigation could be detrimental to the integrity of the investigation. So I talked to Senator Talent and then told him that if he really wanted to do something beyond symbolism, that there was all these other unsolved cases that Johnny left in the middle of the night and nobody knew about them, and they didn't have the names like Emmett Till or Cheney, Goodman, and Sherman. And said, so if you create a unit, then start working on that, you could work on those cases. And he did. Congress passed the Emmett Till Unsolved Civil Rights Crime Act in 2007. It was a 10-year sunset, meaning that it would expire in 10 years, and it was only limited to cases 69 and backwards. Now we're working with Senator Burr of North Carolina and Senator McCaskill of Missouri, as well as Congressman John Lewis and others on the House side, to get the Emmett Till Unsolved Civil Rights Reauthorization Bill passed this year. And it will be filed in the next coming days. And the initial distinction will be that it would be a permanent law instead of one at every 10 years. And then the second major change there would be no time limit on it. The other one went from 69 backwards. This one will go from 70 forward forever. There would be on the books, if this is passed, it would be forever a federal law that would work to investigate and, where possible, prosecute unsolved cold cases.
No doubt. So how can the people help to make sure that we keep a watch on this and make sure that this bill get passed?
Once it's filed, the best thing to do is for people to contact the United States congressman as well as the United States senators. Mm-hmm. Each state has 2 senators, and then you have a different congressman number based on how many people are in the state. Contact your congresspeople and say that you want them to pass the Emmett Till Unsolved Civil Rights Crime Act, the reauthorization of mm-hmm. it. And that's the best way to do that. Okay,
being that you definitely were behind a major force behind the Till bill and also Steve Harvey case, how has the awareness of the Emmett Till case and other unsolved case been? I know that you got a couple of documentaries. Can you name some of those documentaries? And things like that so people can understand what's going on, so they can follow you.
Well, yes. Of course, the murder of Emmett Till was the first of the documentary that aired on PBS. That was with Stanley Nelson.
Okay.
Then Keith Beauchamp's film was the untold story of Emmett Lewis Till. On that. Now we're working on. There's other movies, feature movies. These aren't documentaries now. These are feature movies. And it's several of those. Will Smith and Jay-Z have teamed up with HBO, and they're doing a feature movie. Whoopi Goldberg is working with Keith Beauchamp in terms of doing another movie.
With Roger Ebert's wife, right?
Right. That's the third one.
The third one. Oh, yeah, okay. So you got three of them.
There's three feature films that are being, after 60 years, now there's four feature film projects that are in the works. And so we're hopeful that these movies, when they are done, will be as truthful as possible, and so that people will really truly understand what happened. And then, of course, the book, Emmett Till, The Murder That Shocked the World and Propelled the Civil Rights Movement by Devery Anderson, is now the premier book, most comprehensive book. And we certainly want people to buy that book. And contained within those three books, within that book is 3 chapters that basically cover activities that I did here in the Steve Harvey case, how we worked on the Emmett Till case to get it reopened, and how we got Till Bill 1 passed. And that's the book that Will Smith and Jay-Z are basing their documentary film. Not the documentary, their
movie,
feature movie.
Yeah, man. I want to. Woo, that's big time because I know where you came from.
Yeah,
I know where you came from. Also, you have a book that's been pushed by the Kansas City Public Library. Tell people about The Pursuit of Truth.
The Pursuit of Truth came about because I have achieved most of the work that I've achieved in civil rights has been through the public libraries, and so in particular the Kansas City, Missouri Library and the use of it to reopen Steve Harvey's case and others. And so the Crosby Kemper then decided that the library would honor me to be the scholar in residence, the first scholar in residence for the library. And as part of that, they had they commissioned a writer to write a booklet on me. It's called Pursuit of Truth.
Yes.
And within this, Monroe Dodd wrote this, and within this booklet, it kind of gives my life history and activities from the perspective of the library. Yeah. And then also, in addition to that, Stanley Nelson is now doing a film that is a documentary that's called Free for All Inside Public Libraries. And his crew came out to San Francisco and the San Francisco area and documented me and Crosby Kemper speaking before the nation's library directors that were gathered. And it's coming out this year. They also came to Kansas City. Okay. And so that'll be out sometime this year. Right. And called Free for All. So all these different things are going on, but the thing for me that I'm working on the most is my autobiography.
Can't wait for it.
Show Me Justice, The Happy Life Journey of Alvin Sykes.
Hey, Alvin, man, you are definitely a legend that should be respected, and we hope that your Black Warrior audience check you out, man. I thank you for your inspiration of me doing this.
Absolutely, and certainly honored. For y'all who don't know, Vigilante is like the brother to my daughter, and I watched him come up, and I'm so proud of you and the work that you've done. It's not.
Appreciate it.
It's courageous to be in this day and age to be making positive rap and positive. It's real easy to do the negative. Yeah. And your work on doing Emmett Till and now the remix of it, I can't wait to hear that on it. And I strongly encourage everybody that's hearing me speak now, buy Vigilante's song and be supportive of this. We have to support our young people coming up.
No doubt. So, where can they find you at, Alvin? They want to know more information before your books come out. What would be the happy medium to find you at?
The best way is on social media. They can either, my email is alvinsykes@hotmail.com.
Okay.
And as well as my company's is alvin@sykesventures.com.
Okay.
Either one of those, you can reach me. And then on the Facebook page, Alvin Sykes, between those two, you can pretty much keep up with me.
So we're going to push, we definitely want people to know about the Till Bill. And
Till Bill 2.
Till Bill 2. And is there any way, we have a copy here, is there any way we can get this out? I may have to scan this so people can see exactly what y'all going for, where they can find this particular bill to look at?
Yeah, because it's not even filed yet. Matter of fact, what you're seeing, and very few people see. This is a draft of the bill before it's filed.
Okay.
And this week, with Senator Burr and now with Claire McCaskill coming on, and we're moving forward for the actual filing of that. So this will probably be filed in the next 10 days. And when it is, it shouldn't be no more changes from this, but just in case. And then we'll put that out.
So people can see it.
Right.
See it, man. We're talking to a legend, Alvin Sykes. If you hadn't heard about him, you will. You got Jay-Z. You got all different people getting into this story that he definitely made good on his promise to Emmett Till's mother. And I think that black media all over, any type of media, but I say black media all over, need to interview this man and see what he's doing. He's doing more than just, like he say, you know, he don't mind people marching in the streets, but he says that he's going to march where? In the library, up and down the aisles of the library. We need to be going. Knowledge is the key to power, and we need to cover all our bases. Okay, this has been Vigilante, and we are out. Thank you.